Realistically asking you to do for me. That's it. Can you just do that? Yo, I think it did it. Yes. God, this song's such a vibe. 16 years ago? That's a little bit ways away. 16 years ago? A lot can happen in 16 years. The fall of the empire can happen in less than 16 years. We're on the 17th. Yo, this song goes... in my head. Let's dump it, he says. Dump it real good.
Dump it real good.
141. 3 trillion, 5 trillion. Where do all these numbers take us? Do they take us to the promised land? Do they? We're in such a weird time. That would have fucking skyrocketed the price, but it's in institutional hands now. Hence why Lex Luthor and Jamie Dimon are still fighting it out. Even Fam was just talking. I made a video before this. It'll drop later today. Fam was kind of like, this whole Clarity Act drama going on right now kind of seems like theater. She's like, because they made the way of the land kind of already, that just not idle, just not having them idle, and they just got to make the rules. And that's it. That's what she was saying. She was kind of laying it down. Was this guy? Oh wait, that's a song? Hold up. Hold your horses, you bastard. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a bastard. Jon Snow, you bastard. Where is my freaking ambient music, man? Where's the file? Okay, I found it. All right, there we go. Now we can move on. That's so much crap. Have any of you guys seen the stuff going on with William Shatner and Bearable Guy? Someone has to be tapped into that. That's going to be the main topic of the video I'm dropping later, but this is insane. When X finally flips the switch on global payments, people will realize something important. You can't run a financial network for hundreds of millions of users on slow, expensive chains. The only rails built for that scale are XRP and XLM. The rest is just noise. Whoa. Black Swan Capitalist Versan coming at you, bro. Crossover Bank. Yeah, the stuff with Crossover too. I think I covered that in one of the videos or streams. We've been tapped in, but no, even beyond that, hold up. Gold and silver seem like they're being manipulated beyond belief. Let's see. Not financial advice. Jim Cramer, what's Jim Cramer saying? He's telling you to buy some bullshit you probably shouldn't buy, if I had to guess. Megaton. Ripple clients. Yeah, this is everywhere right now. Ripple offers clients, yeah. This expanded access to Coinbase derivatives is facilitated through Hidden Road Partners, Future Commission Merchant, acquired last year by Ripple, now known as Ripple Prime. Platform offers, yeah, we got that. Dude, themselves cleared $3 trillion in 2025. Once this tech is integrated, you're telling me that's not even going to take a small percentage of that? Really? Am I crazy for thinking that? That's the plan, right? That's the plan, because I don't know, these bots or whatever, they take to Twitter and I'm like, am I missing something? Sometimes they do make me think I'm crazy, but is that not the fucking inevitable plan? They've been doing acquisitions to inevitably utilize the chain that probably benefits them the most and is just technologically kind of superior in a lot of ways and is being kind of catered and specifically built. Not the only one, but one of them. I don't understand what people are fucking... We're pleased to collaborate. Nadal, Coinbase, yeah. We are pleased to partner with Nodal, Clear, and Coinbase as we continue to expand our exchange coverage and bring new futures trading opportunity to our clients, said Noel Kimmel, president of Ripple Prime. Offering the full suite of Coinbase derivatives contracts within Ripple Prime's robust clearing framework underscores our commitment to delivering increased market access and efficiency to institutions globally. These guys are all working together, man. I mean, come on. Come on now. They are all working together. It's all theater, like Fam said. Fam's seeing right through the bullshit. She goes, I don't know what's going on right now, but it seems like a load of barnacles. We're pleased to collaborate with Ripple to continue expanding access to Coinbase derivatives contracts, said Boris Ilvesky, head of U.S. Futures Exchange at Coinbase. As demand for regulated crypto futures continues to grow, this collaboration reinforces our commitment to delivering deep liquidity, innovative contract design, and 24/7 trading to a broader range of market participants within the secure CFTC regulated framework. God, the amount of money is insane. The amount of money is insane. We're already talking trillions potentially coming to this ledger within like the next 10 years. I'm giving it a fat timeline, but it seems like you can't get excited. But I really think of that Rothschild document, and they're like, once that pen hits the paper and this fucking Clarity Act is signed, the end of the crypto winter is no more. Smoke was posting some documents today talking about they'll actually start implementing the Genius Act July of this year. We'll check that out. But this is crazy. The pool of money, the absolute pool. Insane. Guys, do me a solid. We got 45 people in here. We got 23 likes. He burnt my shake. So just hit the like button real quick. Do me a solid. That's it. Just tap the button. Tap the button.
Just tap the button.
Yeah. Some 41. Shout out Some 41. Solid band. I'm wondering, the stream needs something. You know, I think it's time to upgrade the stream. Something. I need something a little different. I've been trying to brainstorm what that could be. But I would like to set up some sort of interactive type like XRP donation and then have notifications like go crazy or something. That'd be fun. Hey, Mike, been a minute since I've been able to catch you live. Got a new job and been working 12s, so it ain't easy, but it is what it is. No, it is what it is, Crosby Hillbilly. I feel you on that. Don't you worry about it. What the fuck? You need an XRP beanie? Nah, I think that's kind of gay. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I will represent XRP, but I don't know if I'll represent it like merch. Cause then, dude, I'll run into people like I did at the gas station once. That old fucking boomer who was like, "Oh, it's gonna be Bitcoin only, and once Donnie gets in there, he's gonna fucking sign the Bitcoin Reserve Day 1." And I was like, he's like, "You can't question me because I'm a fucking professor." I'm like, buddy, I mean. Are you real right now? I was like trying to see through him if he was like a hologram or something. I was like, there's no way this is a real fucking person. Like I see them online, but then I saw one in person. I was like, what the fuck? But then he's probably like, oh, this stupid kid, XRP, fucking idiot. Are you like people do live in completely different realities. You see it with politics, but to see it with that in real life, I was like, wow, that blew my mind. Mike, random question. Do you listen to Tool? Not on the regular. I feel like I've definitely heard some of their songs, but no, I don't listen to them. I'm going to keep it real with you. Hey, man, great stream as always. Don't forget about us early subscribers. Solidify is solidifying his place in the OG. The OG. Let me hit the refresh button real quick. A Maxi in the wild. Dude, it was like fucking strolling in Pokemon. You go through the grass. And then fucking like Mewtwo pops out of it in grass, dude. That's where you find him. It's like a Dark Souls. Looking for that wrench, brother. he's putting in the hours. Tool is great. You ever listen to Korn with a K? Dude, I had this hippie. He was a good dude, but he could be kind of annoying. But one of my old music teachers from school, he looked like you could pluck him out of the Beatles, but he like fucked with Korn with a K and shit. The band. And then he'd go there moshing and shit, and you were like, wow, this guy's like yellow submarine type energy, the cut, everything, and then he's like, he's running around. Dude was an animal, bro. Yeah, he'd get on my case. He'd be trying to make us. Korn is okay. Yeah, I never liked Korn that much. I'm not really a heavy metal guy, to be honest. It sucks because like when I think the guy's name's Corey, the singer for Slipknot, when he just sings. Like the chorus, I think, in Psychosocial. Like, dude, he has such a good voice. I don't... There's a time and place for the screaming and shit. I fuck with Maiden. That was one of my, like, first songs I tried to learn on guitar was, The Trooper. The Trooper's amazing. I think that's my favorite song by them. Chicken's cut, boys. What are you making? What's the grander plan? What's the grander plan with that chicken? Is it getting cooked with fucking... the thing? You streaming same time as Good Even Crypto Mang? I mean, I'm just streaming. I stream when I feel like streaming, you know? I don't have a dedicated schedule. It's usually within the morning, though. I don't really do late night streams. What do you guys prefer? You guys prefer like a a 7 p.m. stream. 7 p.m. stream or the morning sessions. Which ones do you prefer? Fair game, I got you. Always in lunch streams is top, man. Morning for sure. Yeah, but I mean, I guess it makes sense if we're in the morning people are gonna say the morning. Yeah, I mean, do an occasional evening. I know, I have to, bro. I gotta try to balance it all. Cause like also, once it hits like 7, like I want to play some video games with the boys or something, and just like I'll play guitar, like wind down for a bit. Deaf and tilt, sound alert, tools like math metal. Yo, not the math metal. Just whenever you feeling it, bro. Yeah, that's how you have to treat it. You know, well, you don't have to if you want to treat it like a business, but you get what I'm saying. I'd rather do it when I'm feeling it. I don't want to like. I'm not feeling it, then I'm not feeling it. It's that fucking simple. That's why these big streamers, when they set a dedicated schedule, like, do any of you guys watch The Burnt Peanut? I've been watching him for a couple of months now, and just like a dedicated streaming session, like every day, and he does it for like 7 hours. But granted, if you're raking in that obscene amount of money for 7 hours, I would be like, I'd be taking whatever substance I need to like keep up the pep in my step, because that dude's raking in money like you couldn't believe. Marry me chicken, crock pot chicken, 8 ounce of cream cheese, full bag of mixed cheese. Okay, garlic bread, big dog. Okay, all right. I see the vision. Apparently, after 100 likes, your stream gets pushed in the algorithm. Smash that like, guys. We gotta play this like a fucking game. We gotta hit this like button. Takes 3 seconds. We got 59 people in there, 35 likes. Someone's sitting there with their finger on their belly button. How about you take that finger out, pop it out, and hit the like button with it instead? Because that's literally all we're asking. Then you can go back to looking for gold, bro. And I'm sure you'll find it. Every play. Wait, what? Every play, any WoW. Oh, ever play any WoW? Nah, I never fucked with WoW. I never did. The South Park episode of that might be the best episode of all time. None of my friends ever played that. Yeah, that game just never... Yeah, it just never happened. The closest thing to that, even though it's not an MMO, we loved Destiny. The first Destiny. Unbelievable. The second one, we got scammed with because they blocked everything behind the paywall. South Park episode was gold, man. That might be the best episode of the series. And it's crazy. You watch Matt and Trey, or at least Matt, whichever one, maybe Trey. And he thought it was like the worst episode. He just wanted to can and call Comedy Central. He's like, we can't do it. We can't deliver the episode this week because it's so bad. And then it ends up being the best amongst fans. Marry me chicken. I ain't gonna marry you, but I'll try some of that chicken. We're pleased to collaborate with Ripple, blah, yada, yada. We are pleased to welcome Ripple as a new clearing member of Nodal Clear, said Paul Casenza, chairman and CEO of Nodal Clear. Through this relationship, Ripple's clients can now efficiently access the full suite of Coinbase derivatives contracts, further diversifying the trading opportunities available through the clearing services. This is crazy. This is crazy. Just literally opening the floodgates of money. Rob Schneider episode was great too. I don't know if I seen that one. Oil and yen pumping. I feel like it pumped. It hit. Let me take a look. It hit a kind of high, and then it's just kind of like been moving sideways. Oh no, it moved up a little bit more. Oh yeah. No, you are right. Well, I haven't checked. That's why. Oh yeah. Last 7 days. That's what I'm saying. We had. Oh, this fucking stupid thing. There you go. It yeah. March 2nd. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh, we're moving. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. That's what we want. Dude, that's crazy. We're rooting for this. We're rooting for the downfall. Oh man, once the reserves start leaking, it's over. But they said they have like up to 2 years of worth of reserves, so I don't think they're really worrying that bad right now. I don't think they really have their back against the wall. I think someone will fucking come to their rescue. Am I wrong in thinking that? Because I was messing around with the AI, and people all of a sudden, like, I know everyone's like anti-AI, like when it's making fucking like Spider-Man fight Venom and shit, and they're just like, oh, you can't use fucking AI for anything. Dude, it's like a research tool like anything else. Like, you don't just Google and fucking say the first answer. Like, you dig a little bit. You don't only use AI. But it is really good with going back and forth, just asking, like, all sorts of different crazy hypotheticals. And then you obviously can compare whichever model you like. But going back and forth with it was giving me a couple of different ways that they're not totally screwed, apparently. Yeah, and it said they have like 2 years worth of reserve. And even Crypto Erie came out and was providing some knowledge about different ways they could get out of this, or at least prolong it. Yeah, videos is making rand. Oh, dude, yeah, my friend, because I build a computer. I've had this computer fucking probably forever. I've had a couple of good upgrades throughout life, but yeah, I upgrade a computer and I keep it, so I haven't had to buy RAM in a long time. I had no idea. I'm not one of those guys who always wants to like build a new top-end PC and shit. Premium for new deals. It's going to cost them premium for new deals. I agree with the reserve. Not financial advice. Recent video connecting the beat to William Shatner. I posted it, dude. I have a video coming out today. Guys, if you're in here, I have the video coming out. We'll touch on it a little bit in the stream, but I have a video like my first time going through it in the morning. This shit going on with Bearable Guy right now is spooky. So we'll talk about it. But this is what we want to see, huh? Wow. Dude, fuck XRP pumping. Screw that, dude. We don't want XRP pumping. We want this pumping, baby. Tremendous. Oh, man. The 14 days looking scary. What about the year? Oh, not the year. What about the 5-year? Aw. Wait, what happened back here then? 2022. Shit. Wait, why was that? Was that because of the vid? But why would the vid send the price of that skyrocketing? Why? That's 2022 though. Interesting. Right, so you zoom out on the 5 and it ain't looking that scary. Interesting. What was the move from this? 11-1 to 5-1? I don't know. Damn. That was on a run. Not gonna lie, Donnie. Saw the forest through the trees. Guys months ahead of us. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Tell me. Could you imagine if Jake is right? 4 figures? Well, I don't know. Love the videos. Realist in the space, says Jacob. Yo, I appreciate that, Jacob. Team Jacob from Twilight all day, every day, bro. Even though he was kind of a weirdo in some, but I'm not saying you're a weirdo because you're not Jacob from fucking Twilight. You could be, though.
Oh my god.
It's Bella Swan. Not gonna lie. What do you mean Donnie's peeking through the trees? Obviously 4 figures would be great, but I'm not banking on that. I'm banking on a much more conservative, just kind of like crypto really running. Dude, it's hard for me. I'm sitting here. It's hard for me to think that the clarity getting passed, I don't see how that doesn't send to markets. I'm trying to think how that would not. But then I've been grounding myself like I've been saying throughout the videos and through time now. I'm setting my expectation that nothing happens when it gets signed, but then we see a little bit of a delayed fuse, and then at the end of the year we kind of see a good run. Has to be 4 digits to settle globally 24/7 eventually, right? I'm not worrying about those digits right now. Those digits are fun and yeah, like good, like grand scheme. I'm focusing on. I see eventually a bang. I do, but I don't know. I think we're still gonna continue like a good ladder. You know, I'm worrying about $10 first. And they always say that. All these guys, they're like, oh, they're going to shake everyone out at $10, then come scooping it up. I don't know, maybe. The idea is just to get yield eventually. You know, that's the name of the game. That's why everyone's chasing it. And things like Evernorth and shit are huge. Good morning, Mike. What up, Gray Soldier? By 2030, the tokenization of global liquid assets is projected to be $16 trillion. Business opportunity, 3 significantly increase in asset liquidity and expand in market participation. Dude, we're talking, I think that, dude, they float around numbers like 300 trillion for tokenization opportunity. There's just the amount of money. What's going on with this XDNA on XRPL? I don't know what that is. That's over 200. It's over 9,000. I'm just looking for 100. Well, yeah, I think everyone ideally would love 100, but the fight ain't over yet. The fight ain't over yet. I don't know if the fight is ever truly over. You get what I'm saying? William Shatner. Yeah, all right. Let's check out the William Shatner piece. Because that is fucking crazy. So I got the video coming out later that'll go into this real quick. Guys, hit the like button. Do me a solid. Oh, it's 12 already? All right, cool. 69 watching, 45 likes. Hit that like button real quick. That's all you gotta fucking do. Pull this up. We're all aware of Bearable Guy, right? Let me get a 1 if we're aware of kind of the lore. Let me get a 2 if you got no clue what's up with this. If someone's like, what is this? What's this? What is this Bearable Guy thing? 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Yup. That's from Storage Wars, the yup guy. Yep. What up? 1 or 2, 1 or 2. Yeah, you got the 1. All right, cool. What up, Cass? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. 2. Sean Murray. All right, I don't know if I have time. I can't recap all this in 90 seconds, so you're just gonna have to hang on. You're gonna have to bear with us. All right. So we're aware of this. We decoded this, are giving our first thoughts. We were throwing a bunch of theories around. Always this. We would satellite, SpaceX, all these other potential space connections, beaming the Wi-Fi down. I connected to the Big E files. We read that file on stream or in one of the videos. I think they were floating around with the idea with Google on how to get signal to some of these remote locations in Africa and shit. And all I could think of is when we think of Stellar's mission and all these guys' mission, bank the unbanked, unlock even more money. It's just the name of the game. They want all the money. And how do they do it? They need to build the infrastructure. And they were talking like, oh, maybe we could use Wi-Fi blimps. Whatever. We're thinking X money, XRP, XLM, maybe like the chosen ones that get grandfathered in, kind of more or less. Who knows? Okay. So we got the purple rocket. We're thinking March 10th is what that seems like. Bagpipe Day, National Paper Money Day, correlating with maybe the official Steel peace offering amongst the Clarity Act thing. Kind of lines up in the realm of the 80% chance Brad was saying by the end of April. Still weird about the transparent ledger, the switch flipping. People were arguing. They were saying in this. Oh, now I'm thinking of it. Now I'm trying to. No. This has got my brain firing again. Because now I like looking back on these once months have gone by already. And we have seen some interesting developments. But anyway, still don't know what these are. The two, what is that? The 2 dots. No one has a good thing for that. The moon phases all the way hidden down here is all kind of always. The 589, we were thinking, I'm thinking it's silver or marble. Because we go back to when he was chopping it. It's not a switch, it's a throttle. See, that's what I'm saying. Now we got everyone saying different things because I was kind of like, we were looking at the New Year's Eve switch in one year. People were pulling it. And yeah, sometimes you would pull it down to... Just bear with me. People say it's already up. The connection with X Money using Cold Water Creek or whatever it is to partner with XRP. All right, but I'm going to blow everyone's mind right now. Well, not blow your mind, but we got to be realistic. And I have the video on this coming out later today. If it's an electrical circuit that's a switch, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all, we're still figuring out. There's the shadow creeping up on the 589, which is weird. So the money, the rocket and the leading money, this is the interesting one because if nothing happens by March 10th, or if something does happen by March 10th, I think that'll be the ultimate kind of mind break. But, so we're aware of this. Bear with me. So yeah, William Shatner. I didn't put the connection for William Shatner that he is Captain Kirk, Commander Kirk, whatever his name is from Star Trek. I was never a Star Trek guy. Cass, Coldwater Creek, Cross River Bank. Yeah, it's all the same. Cross River Bank. X Money is utilizing that, we're seeing. And William Shatner apparently is that Kirk. Captain Kirk. I don't know what the guy's name is. I don't know if we have Star Trek people in it. Kirk, I'll say that. Yeah, and that's what they were drawing the parallels to, which is very strange. Very strange, all this shit going on. They were saying, oh, he's like in kind of Captain Kirk. I think it's called like the holodeck or something like that, but that chair, that commander kind of chair, is like something you'd see in Star Trek. Okay? And this Commander Kirk guy has been weirdly tweeting a lot about X money. We've been covering it in the videos because Elon had sent him money, and he's just kind of been promoting it, and he's been the one kind of leaking like the screenshots of what the UI looks like, and it's like, oh, it's all FDIC insured, and Cross River Bank is providing the service for it. And you look, and Cross River Bank, we've covered this. Cross River Bank back in 2014 integrated Ripple for real-time international payments. Back then, kind of been radio silent since then, so I don't think you can really find anything current regarding this partnership. It was kind of 2014, then radio silent. But in recent partnerships, they're utilizing USDC on Solana, okay, in a partnership with Visa. So it doesn't necessarily mean that Ripple, is like running X money as people want to do. I think it's just, yet again, it's a multi-chain world. It's just, it is what it is at the end of the day. And then Bearable Guy back in 2018 posted these guys crossing the river. I can't tell what the Roman numeral is. It might be 589. It's too much to zoom in, but it also says William Shatner guest starred in a TV episode where the phone number 589-0589 or very close variations also appeared. This occurs in the classic series Hawaii Five-0. This is just insane. This is all insane. And then, well, this is the Solana thing. Crossover Bank collaborating with Visa and High Note to enable 24/7 USDC stablecoin payment on Solana. So it's not just Ripple. So people got to realize that too. We covered all this. Oh, dude, I'm looking for this one thing. It's fam talking shit. Oh, I closed the tab. I'm such a stupid idiot. Stupid idiot moron, man. Why did that stop? Oh, there you go. You guys could also follow me on X. Be sure to do that to keep up to date with what's going on. All right. And then, dude, this is fucking crazy. This is crazy town, USA, right? Population, however many people are in this live stream right now, and you got to hit the like button. That's the bare minimum you could do. Support on Patreon, too, if you're a real one. You could join our group, the Minutemen. Exclusive videos weekly. Just posted one. But look at this shit. All right.
Eora, New Zealand. I'm William Shatner. Fiber broadband is here, and my republic wants to unleash all its awesome potential. Wow. None of this buffering nonsense. That's just bullets. Gaming with lag? It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Only you're the fish. Treasure! That's it. Game over. Ancient communications device. Prehistoric. Why put up with peak time frustrations? What's next? Throttling back? Oh, I see it already happens here. So, New Zealand, you deserve better. Oh, I'm sorry I said it, but I did. You get it? No limits, no boundaries. Oh, I did it again. My republic, fiber broadband, but not as you know it. So, what are you waiting for?
Dude, what? If this isn't AI generated, I don't know what year this came out. What are the odds? This is fucking bizarre. This is so bizarre to the finest degree that this thing is sitting in the Star Trek chair. What? Captain Kirk, it's like on the holodeck. Like what? It makes me go crazy because I'm like, this is so fucking insane, dude. Like, no, it's just a coincidence. Captain Kirk flying around in a purple rocket.
Eora, New Zealand. I'm William Shatner. Fiber broadband is here, and my republic.
That is crazy.
So,
that is so insane.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for, Kirk? Yo, send our XRP price, bro. If you're in that rocket. Wow, that is just insane. That is so insane. Old lips Claver, Brad and Ripple are suppressing the price of XRP. I think there's larger forces that are manipulating the market as a whole. I don't think it's them specifically suppressing XRP. I think the whole market is under the thumb, and it'll only go when they allow it to go, which is so crazy. Because that's just what happens when you open up, when they were talking about opening up the derivatives market and everything. It's something like 85% of the Bitcoin price was traded through that and not spot. So it's like, I don't know. But then they also say it's good for price discovery. I mean, I don't know. Commercial came out in 2014, bro. That is insane. That is insane. Shout out Ricky. I would have never guessed Captain Kirk was in this camp too. The purple shirt. Give us a Solana pump, bro. I don't know. Is this a coincidence? Is this a coincidence, or is this something deeper going on with that? Like that, I don't know. It might just be a coincidence. That's what I'm gonna chalk it up to. I have to. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense if the X is the mark of the beast, because he loves X. Something about it, he loves it. Everything's branded that way, so it would make sense that one of the underlying intergalactic currencies, you know. Damn. I want to know when the aliens. I want to know when Project Bluebeam hits. Like, this war stuff sucks, but I wonder if do you think we witness them attempt the Project Bluebeam stuff? They can't do it before the Disclosure Day movie that Spielberg's coming out. Some people were thinking they might drop that as the catalyst for like the Black Swan. I wonder if we ever do get that. That is wild. The Roswell story, this whole shebang. What else we got? Let's see if we got any breaking news. Diesel prices are up 14% over the last year and expected to move higher, says Maverick of Wall Street. He's the face of the Michael Myers mask from Halloween. Is he? I feel like I have heard that. U.S. Security and Exchange Commission. Yeah, because, I remember I watched one of the... It's like a behind the scenes of Halloween, yeah, and they get it from the store and they just paint it white, and it just... And then I think the fourth movie is like the worst mask of the series. I really like Halloween 2018 mask. I think that might be the best one. Yeah, Inside Out Captain Kirk mask. Yeah, just cut the eyes out. That's sick, bro. That's sick. And it became so iconic. It's his face. That's insane. You get to take credit for that. Yo, the Halloween mask is after my face. RLUSD. Whoa! 18 minutes ago. What's up with that? $10 million worth of RLUSD minted. Or 10,000. No, 10,000. Yeah. Minted at RLUSD Treasury. What? That's crazy. We got to get those numbers up. Who the fuck is this? Who's this? Breaking. OpenAI fired Leopold Brenner at 22. 3 years later, he manages 5.5 billion. What? How the hell you do that? Publishes viral manifesto on AGI. Launches hedge fund with 225. Returns 47 in 6 months. 5 point in equity exposure. What the shit, dude? This guy's a savage. Coinbase strategy. Markets, crypto, stocks. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm calling operation no more than 30 days. Pentagon reportedly preparing for U.S. to be at war with Iran until September. Come on now. Donnie said about 4 weeks, but he said we can do this all day. Captain America shit type. The Rob Zombie movies make me feel like a criminal. Dude's so graphic. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, dude, the second one is the worst Halloween movie of all time, hands down. Might be the worst movie of all time, but the first one's okay. The first one was definitely a more interesting take on Michael Myers because it showed him as a kid and everything. He beats the dudes up with the hockey stick in the forest. That's kind of crazy. One of the kids is from Spy Kids. Hedera Chainlink developers. That's what's up. CNBC. Home sellers are relisting properties at fastest pace in a decade, but spring supply is still low. Cool. That's what, oh, here we go. Yeah, that is something else, man, especially since he's been pushing X money. I didn't even realize, because like I said, I'm not a Star Trek guy. We had been covering him talking about X money. Like, he's the source we've been getting it from. That is wild. Is he the red guy? Is he the red guy? Oh, man. Wow. What the hell is this? Get off my screen, bro. Yeah, I saw something about that. FBI just raided some guy, apparently, for stealing a bunch of whatever. A bunch of crypto, some shit. Target. Donnie, correction, New York. I don't care. I don't care. A lot of this shit, dude, you just gotta like block it out. Iran denies closing the Strait of Hormuz. That's what I'm saying. No one has a fucking clear answer of what's going on, but you can see oil moving, so something. Probably just the uncertainty as always. If you gotta wait 5 to 10 years in prison, wait, what did you say? For XRP to appreciate in price, they will probably have some type of firewall placed between retail access and their crypto earnings, like a digital ID or a computer chip. I got no clue. I got no clue what the future holds, you know. Hopefully it's for the better. Techno Turtle. Am I too turtley for the Turtle Club? Damn. I mean, it's just going to be the on-ramps, the control of the on-ramps. That's why cold wallets are important. Everyone's focusing on the yield. Let me see. What's up with this? I need new ZERP. Oh, Techno Turtle. What up, Turt? What up? Let me see. DTCC patent highlights. XRP has been on the bridge. Yeah, we've seen this before. This is old school. This is old shit. Central banks. Ripple's new CBDC private ledger and digital currency solution offer a comprehensive platform for minting. Interesting. Yeah, the Genius Act is the floodgate. I wish he would list what documents these are from. He does it every time. Some document he posted. Meanwhile, the Genius Act creates a federal framework for licensed stablecoins with implementation beginning July 2026. And for many in the industry, particularly those with a U.S. focus, the law represents the opening of the floodgates for stablecoins and payments. Regulatory pressure is going to be cleared away, and now we can focus on the uses and the solutions, says MoneyGram's Tuttle. Okay, at least it gives me that. I want to see the whole document so I could go see for myself. But it's interesting. Your random ADHD quotes always bring back so many random memories. Love it. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Digital ID mandates in early 2028. Ideally, get your life together and go off grid before they try to chip us all in. XRP will spike before them. Oh, man. You got to go live in the woods. I'm not trying to live in the woods just yet, dude. Kind of crazy. But then they just like find a way to screw you with property taxes. They're doing it to Danny Duncan in Florida. He bought this land. They don't like the fact that he bought the land, so they raised his property taxes an insane amount because they wanted to build like condos and develop the land. But he bought it to preserve the land. Does anyone else feel like they're going to try place some type of block between us and our XRP earnings? I don't trust that these people. I think it's such a little amount. Because you really do need to look at how little the amount is of just the average person. That, like, even if people have been buying since like 2017, just the average person, dude, it's such a small amount of people. I don't think they give a shit. I think there are not enough people that, I don't think, dude, it's such a minuscule amount. A minuscule amount of people who own even a good amount that would add up to. You know, if people have like 100 of it, I mean, I don't know. Are they gonna be the next Warren Buffett if they have 100 XRP? I don't know. But if you've been accumulating for a good while, you get in at good prices, you could be sitting pretty. That's the fun part. Bitch. Yo, what up, man? Shout out, aloha. You have to be a hunter-gatherer at that point. Yeah, seriously, I'm not trying to do that. Like when Lex Friedman, how many do we need? I'm not saying nothing, but I'm worrying about a $10 price target first. Everyone's worrying about, it's fun to dream, shoot for the stars, that Toy Story shit. But I'm worrying about all-time high and $10 first. I'm not worrying about $1,000 right now. 10, 20. 20 seems so far away right now, but within 10 years, who the fuck knows? Who knows? Standard Chartered put out a prediction the other day. They're thinking $7 2027, and then like the next year, like upwards of 20. So they're on the more conservative end. They've been going after side hustles for a couple of years now. Basically killed eBay selling by hitting everyone with tax forms, dude. Not even just the tax forms though. It's like all the fees, the middlemen, the bullshit. Still paying dollars for payment fees is insane. Exactly why this technology is giant. Yeah, let's hit $2 again first. I'm with SH on that. I'm with you on that, dude. Yeah, the eBay stuff is horrific now. Horrific. All just unnecessary friction. Everywhere you turn, it's unnecessary friction. Never ends. One that stood out today. Let me see this. Venmo, my babysitter needs to file tax. Yeah, they remember they did that. It was anything over $600. They're coming after. Anything over $600, they're coming after. Imagine that. Fucking wild. I use Coinly for tax reporting. What about me? I don't know. I got a tax guy. XRP chart gonna go flaccid real soon? Maybe. Make 240 great again. Yeah. Imagine holding XRP for 7 years. What, 2030 gonna be like? I mean, we're approaching implementation for a lot of these rails within the next handful of years. It's seeming like the next handful of months they're getting ready to go. So I don't know. Own your crypto now. Hold the longer you hold, the less taxes you owe. Ideally, you hold it long enough for companies to pop up to pay you yield on it. And yeah, that's the end. That's the game in my mind. Is yeah, you've accumulated. Eventually, we see yield opportunities coming. And then you borrow again, you get some yield, you can borrow against it. That's the game. You gotta own assets. It's not fucking selling and then getting hit with a fucking 40% tax bill depending where you live and shit, you know? That's why Jake's always spouting off about that LLC stuff, because he wants to sell people on it. But no, I mean, like, sir, yeah, if you come into a lot of money, it is important. I mean, the tax code's written for these guys to take advantage of. Income's the biggest scam. What is this guy saying to she? She played the long game. I want to hear this because I'm very interested in the Evernorth.
And lastly, talking about token price. So I know that Brad mentioned on stage that in 5 years' time, he reckons that people will be in a happy place with their investment. I don't expect you to like speak to predictions and that sort of thing. But what was interesting is what you did mention on the stage about the graph that you showed from DeFi Llama, showing that the DeFi landscape is actually, if you look at it, if you zoom out, we're just stagnant. So even though the market is low right now, XRP is still performing quite well in comparison to other digital assets. But if we're sitting here in a year from now, if the tech itself, or if there hasn't been a change in token price page, because of the tech, what do you think is to blame for that? Do you think it's the sort of the regulation or the bottlenecks that we may have for people using the technology?
Well, I can't predict price, and what I can say is that 1 year is not long term; that is short term. I think when you look at different cycles and innovation cycles, you got to look at these things in 10 years. 10 years is meaningful change. 10 years for new capital to form, for institutions to actually move on to blockchain. I think that's the right time horizon. And I know everybody wants 1 year, 2 years, and maybe our society needs to change a little bit and think about the bigger picture. What I will say is that the metrics feel different. The adoption metrics of tokenized value, the growth in stable coins. I mean, 3 years ago, folks were saying, is anyone using this technology? And now today you're seeing every day there seems to be a new headline of a new financial institution coming on chain.
Yeah.
Every day.
And so, zooming out, wow, we are in a different place than we were 3 years ago. And so like it does feel like the price has gone different than where the metrics are, but in general I'm still bullish. Like I'm still bullish on this technology. I'm still bullish on the long term, but 1 year isn't long term. I think that you gotta look at these things in 10 years and zoom out.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much for
Yeah, great. Thanks for not answering my question, basically. No, I mean he's right. But in my bones, I feel like the people accumulate in XRP like 2016, 2017, whatever, that time frame, accumulate, and then people getting it 15 cents, 30 cents, like, a lot of good prices. I see, because that's... I'm thinking, hold up. I'm pondering for a second. mean, because if you were getting into those prices, you're approaching the 10-year mark, and we're approaching what seems to be the champagne bottle getting popped off with this Clarity Act. You got the Rothschild saying it, Jamie Dimon saying, all these guys saying it, and it seems like that is the final fucking barrier. That is the final barrier. Obviously, they still gonna need to fine-tune rules and regulations and everything, but no, it's not Jane Street. How old was that video? Which video? If you're talking about the one I just played with Ashish, that was like today. Never heard anyone actually answer a question. They always dance around it. If you're talking about him, I mean, he's in the position. Yeah, I mean, you can't be running around like spouting price predictions in his shoes, you know. Question is, how long do we go before the big crash? You still think there's one final like black swan? How high do we go before the next big crash? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's the question. I think you really just have to look at not the price. You got to just keep your eye on the fear and greed, you know. They are destroying the middle class and creating poor rich two-class system, yet people are saying they don't care if we get rich. How naive can you be? They definitely care. Let me read that again. They are destroying the middle class and creating a poor rich two-class system, yet people are saying they don't care if we get rich. How naive can you be? They definitely care if you get rich. I think, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think yet again, in the grand scheme, how many people, okay, own this asset, and if it is destined to have, I think a lot of cryptos too. You just think of the average person. The average dude, it is a small amount. Especially like whoever said the wallet addresses and everything. It's like, how many people are actually going to get shaken out? People are going to take profits along the way. How many people? It's about like preserving generational wealth. Like most people no one's going to be able to do that. Most people are stupid, bro. But then you could argue the people who had the foresight to invest this much in this sort of technology, seeing the vision and everything. You could argue those people are not going to get shaken out like that, but I don't know. Most people carrying like 10K XRP, I don't think they're going to build like a Rothschild destiny wealth of family and everything. You get what I'm saying? I don't think in the grand scheme it means shit. I get what you're saying though, because they for sure are. It's the assault on the middle class. Rich versus poor. Hunger Games. XRP holders are a small majority for now. Excuse me. Yeah, no, not Jane Street. Google Kendra Hill XRP blog. Interesting predictions that have come true. I've seen some of her stuff. I covered it in some of the videos. I don't remember specifics, but I remember she came on the scene spouting some interesting stuff. I saw Armada switch their ticker to XRPN, and I gobbled it up way before I heard Evernorth and Armada was merging. Yeah. Ripple investors or XRP investors? That is my question. What you talking about? Rich. If they didn't care, why are they trying to shake us out? They definitely care. Don't forget that the people creating this new financial system are the same people. Yeah, yet again, grand scheme. Grand scheme. They're trying their best to shake people out, but the people who know what they're invested in aren't getting shaken out. I'll tell you that. But yet again, the average person got no fucking clue this is going on. You kidding me? No clue. The institutions are gobbling this shit up on the pennies on the dollar right now. Let me see that shit. Unfortunately, a lot of people are going to blow through it. Yeah, it's destiny, you know? I'll have an egg on my face for years until price appreciation, then I'm throwing eggs, yeah. There's some people who know what they hold and they're not getting fucking shaken out. That's unfortunate for them, but for the wealthy, but they don't care. They don't care. Ripple Prime, yeah, Ripple Prime. There's always at least one massive news a day of a switch getting flipped. Like Brad, he's like, yo, there's 1,000 switches. It's not just one. And that definitely makes sense. You see how complex this shit is. The grander plan. Universal money, universal bridges. Ugh. Endless streams of capital. Guys, hit the like button. Turn on all notifications and be a real one. And you could join our group, the Minutemen. Link in the description below for the Patreon. And exclusive videos there weekly. Just posted one yesterday going through all the recent Clarity Act, beef, the Iran alien coup, RWA stuff. all sorts of, I got a smoke session ranting about consciousness. I got the New World Order rants, late night rants, news, stuff with Tom Lee, Gensler. Got all sorts of fun stuff. Jap 10-year bond climbing, so is the oil price. Oil price is up, that's the first switch. Or you could say domino. I mean, that's just Jake's theory. That's Jake's theory. Who knows? So, but we'll see, you know? He's not right until he's right. I mean, he's been right about the, what's it called? I guess the Strait of Hormuz thing specifically, even though there's still the bullshit back and forth of like, oh, we'll cover them with ships, we'll provide the insurance. I don't know if they're still going to want to be risking it, going through there and everything. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. Afternoon bong session, or is it too early? I don't think it's ever too early. No, it's 12:41. You could absolutely do that. It depends on what you got to do for the rest of the day, though. Are you going for a smoke? I don't think so. I don't think so today, only because it's kind of shitty out. I think it's just raining all day. Yeah, I don't think today. Yesterday, the weather was unbelievable, so I made sure to get steps in. Wake and bake, baby. Hey. All right, join our group, Minutemen, and that's it, guys. I will see. I got the video dropping later. Be sure to hit the like on all that and support it for the algorithm. You can follow me on X. Keep up. Speaking of the William Shatner, that's bizarre. Happy Friday from New. Hey, shout out Daniel Bunch and the Brady Bunch. And that's it. I'll see you guys. Tune in the video.